Hello, everyone. Welcome. We are the XoneBros.
yeah, we are, man.
This is your positive gaming and Xbox One community.
Woo!
This is podcast number 123. As always, I am joined by the bros, the XoneBros. First and foremost, he is secretly hoping and waiting for Telltale's Brink stories. He can hardly contain his girly giddiness. It's Mr. McSpicy, Mark Haywood.
Well, I'm kind of upset. Was that silence? That was
silence. That was silence.
He's trying to trigger me. I'm mad. Silence. All the other ones have been way funny. You just upset me.
Next, he's still trying to figure out how he became the damn voice of reason on this show. It's Jordan the Man, Jordan Paskett.
Hello.
Jordan, I think you kind of are the voice of reason. You're like the centrist.
What is that word that you just used?
That means, like me and McSpicy, we're the extremes. We go to the extremes, and Jordan's like, "Well, guys, actually, you reel us right back to the middle."
Centrist?
Yes,
Centrist.
So, okay. I've never heard that word in my life.
Neither
Oh, really?
No.
A centrist, the moderate.
I've heard of eccentric.
No.
Because that's what we are then.
Last but not least, I shaved off my mustache when I found Chris Hansen sitting on my kitchen. I am X1. We are the XoneBros. Those intros are brought to you by
Sounds 42.
Sounds 42.
He kind of hurt my feelings on that last one. Now I'm gonna have to go through this whole Twitter thing, telling people why Brink sucks again.
Everyone, if you liked Brink, I want you to tweet at Mr. McSpicy. That's at Mr. McSpicy. Tell him why you liked Brink.
No one likes Brink. I even got so I can't remember who it was. I could go through my Twitter feed real quick.
One of our questions today, actually, from Twitter, I think from
Nick Solheim.
Okay.
He said, maybe you need to check out Brink again. This guy liked it. 8 out of 10 review.
Oh.
And I looked at the review. It was a day before release, before the game was broken.
Oh, okay.
So back then, it was. Why are we even talking about this again?
You can't get over it, man.
I hate that game. It's a game that needs connections to work, and the networking did not work.
Speaking of networking and connections,
Uh-huh.
we have fantasy football. The XoneBros fantasy football is on its way right now over at XoneBros.com on the calendar, September 3rd, Saturday at 12 Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific. Wait, that would be 1 Eastern, right? I've got to change that time.
Wait, it's forward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 1 Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific.
Yeah.
Okay. Fantasy football draft will be happening. So if you want to join us in our fantasy football league, Mad Shot will be hosting it. And head over to the calendar, click on it, and type in your information. Make sure you get, if you want to confirm, sometimes we've had people that are like, hey, I thought I signed up, and then it didn't come through for whatever reason. If you want to confirm that you've signed up, check your emails. You usually get a confirmation. If not, shoot me a message on Xbox Live. But the Fantasy Football League will be started as soon as, right before the draft, we will send out, we'll email you the rules, the divisions, the leagues, how it's all going to work, et cetera, et cetera. So that's going to be fun. Just a great way to spend the NFL season together. Outside of gaming, and yet inside of gaming at the same time.
Wow.
Rocket League tournament 1 week after the fantasy football draft. That's right. Rocket League tournament. Jordan the Man was a part of the last one. How good was the last Rocket League tournament?
It was really good.
You convinced me. I want to play.
No, it was a lot of fun. We all just sat in one party together, and then we went to our respective games and came back to that one party. And then towards the end, everybody was just sitting in there spectating the last game and stuff. It's really good fun.
And that's how it's going to go this time as well. September 10th at 11 a.m. Eastern. The Rocket League tournament. Same thing.
And
Head over to
Shebrew.
forums, calendar, click, sign up. We will send out email, matchups, tournament brackets, everything.
If Shebrew's in it this time, I'm excited to see what happens, like if he has a teammate this time, because he made it pretty far by himself. So I'm excited to see what happens when he has someone.
Yes, this will all take place in the span of probably 2 to 3 hours. How long did it take last time?
Like 2 hours.
It's a tournament all on one day. It's single elimination, series of 3. So best 2 out of 3 in that single elimination. That's September 10th at 11 a.m. Eastern. Ark Survival. We're the Primaveras.
Hey, I know that word. Good job.
Yeah, thank you. We are the Alpha Tribe. Xbox official 453 server. That's Xbox official 453 server. Go join it. Be part of the Alpha Tribe. And we will rock your socks off. Or somebody's socks off. That's for certain. Guess what time it is? We didn't do it last week.
Is it game time?
It's game time. It's actually game drawing time.
Game giveaway. Yeah.
It's the game drop. The
Patreon game drop to give back to those that help us.
Yes. So this is for the month of July. Everybody in Patreon is eligible for it. The winner of today's drawing will get to pick their choice. NBA 2K17, Madden 17, or Forza Horizon 3. Oh, yeah. All big games.
All good games, yeah.
And the winner of this month's Patreon drawing is the one and only Young Providence.
All
Mr.
right.
Young Providence.
Yay!
Congratulations. You
Nice.
are... shoot me a message on Twitter or Xbox Live, XoneBros, at XoneBros. Let me know what game you would like, and we'll get that to you ASAP. I'll probably send you an email as well, since I have it sitting right in front of me.
Alrighty.
So for those of you that don't know, every month we give away a game to our Patreon supporters. We do drops. We call them drops, and you increase your RNG by your donation. So there's a Tier 1 donation, a Tier 2 donation, Tier 3, and Tier 4 donation, which basically means that you get 1 entry into the drawing, 2 entries, 3 entries, and 4 entries. And it increases your RNG, your chances to win. We have our numbers so far, to give you guys a little statistical
Yes.
orgasm out there.
Because we all need a stat orgasm, every other week or so at least.
Statistically speaking, so far, we've had 3 winners in the 3 RNG, which is $10 or more. That gives you 3 entries. That seems to be the sweet spot. And we have 1 winner in the 1 RNG, so the $3 or more spot. So it does, you roll the dice, play your chances, and increase your RNG.
And apparently smile really big when you get that
Smile really
statistical.
big when you get that statistical orgasm. And with that, we got to tell what this month, August. So the month of August, we've given away a game. It's time to announce your choice of new games next month.
Yeah.
Here it is. Drum roll, please. And choice number 1, your choice next month for our Patreon drawing subscribers. I don't know
Oh
what
my
to call
gosh.
it. Fallout 4,
Ooh.
Oh yeah, nice.
Far Cry Primal,
Oh nice,
Oh, yeah,
nice.
yeah.
Ninja.
Skyrim Special Edition.
Oh, the remastered
Oh,
version.
cool,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
Those are good ones as well.
Yes.
Well, cool.
Awkward silence. And with that, let's get this show on the road.
Yes. I probably could have hit the mute button when I was coughing throughout that whole thing.
There's a cough button right there.
I know, and it's right next to me, so my bad.
Jordan, what is happening in the world that is Xbox One this week?
All right. Well, there's the Summer Spotlight, which I think we talked about a little while ago.
Sure.
But
We sure did.
we're going to re-advertise it again because
Boom.
it's out on the news. And it's a new month. So August. So what the Summer Spotlight is basically new games every week coming out on the Xbox from July to September. So we already got games like Inside, Rockin, Kerbal Space Program, Sword Coast Legends, all those games, right? We Happy Few.
Yeah.
Right? So starting in August, we're going to get Breach and Clear Deadline, the one I can't say, Dream Animals, Dreamimals,
Dreamimals.
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 Dreamimals Dream Quest, Happy Dungeons, and Overcooked. And yes, some of those are available now. Actually, I think probably all those are available now.
Oh.
Yes, they are, because they're available all on August 3rd. So
Yes.
they are definitely available now. We also got Cannon Brawl, which is available now. And then Kingdom New Lands, the Banner Saga Complete Pack, Battleship, Batman the Telltale Series, Episode 1, and then the complete season, which, yes, is all available now.
Yep.
And then today, of all days, we have hashtag Kill All Zombies and a Node.
I don't know a node,
Neither
but
do I.
hashtag Kill All Zombies sounds
Yeah.
right up my alley.
And then August 12th, just 2 days from now, we have Lies of Asteriath, which is going to be free, and Momentum.
oh.
So very, very cool.
Both sound like a lot of fun.
So a lot of cool games coming out during the summer spotlight. Is what
Also,
they
don't
call it.
forget Prison Architect All Day and Night Edition.
Oh yeah,
It's coming August
I
12th
missed
as
that
well.
one. It's because it wasn't in green.
Dang, those
It just
green
looked like
numbers.
it just like regular text. Anyway, yes, very, very cool.
That is.
So, moving on to more games, Valley is now available for pre-order and pre-download on the Xbox One, digital pre-order and pre-download on the Xbox One. This is a first-person game, and I saw the trailer for it. It looks interesting.
Yeah.
I can go either way on it. Like, I don't know if I want to get it, but my interest has peaked.
Yeah, I
know what I mean?
I feel like that a lot.
Yeah.
A lot of the time.
Yeah. Have you seen the trailer for this one, Mark? It
For
looks
Valley?
interesting. Yeah. Looks
have not.
interesting.
So you have a leap suit,
Yeah.
a leaf suit, which is a leap suit.
It looks like
basically.
you ever play Portal? Okay. Well, there's a game called Portal out
Oh, yeah,
there
yeah, I've
that's
played
really
Portal.
great. And you use a portal gun to get from point A to point B. They put like little boots on the protagonist's
Oh,
feet.
so the boots look
It
similar
kind of
to-
looks, like that.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, anyways.
That and
I-
Myst. Did you ever play Myst?
No.
Oh man, Myst is so good. Surprised you never played that. That's right up your alley.
Is it?
Yeah.
Because it's a video game, right?
It's a puzzler.
Ooh, I do like
Yeah.
puzzles.
Yeah, Myst.
Wait,
So
what
good.
system was it on?
It was the PC.
How long ago?
I was like in 5th grade.
I can see why I missed this. I was in 6th grade. I was busy playing probably XCOM or
Probably.
Wolfenstein.
I also had XCOM on like 4 floppy disks.
Yeah,
Remember
it's
you had
good
to like,
times.
put them all in.
And you had to install it on DOS.
Yes.
CD ... Never. I'm not going to do all that. Go on, Jordan.
So anyway,
Hey, Jordan, be
Valley.
centric, right?
Valley, like I said,
I
it's a first-person game, and it takes place in a deep, remote region of the Rocky Mountains. In a
Valley does?
Yeah, in a secluded valley.
So Salt Lake City. Yeah, that's great.
Anyway, it looks really interesting. I don't know if I'm gonna get it either way. It'll be. I'm gonna watch people play it and see what I think from that.
Yeah, it
I'm gonna do
looks-
the old Twitch.
looks
It looks interesting. So. Anyway, like I already said, Kill All Zombies is now available for Xbox One. A Node, like I said earlier, is now available for Xbox One. Just Dance 2017 demo is now available for Xbox One.
Oh, baby.
So the Just Dance, break out those connects and
Break out those
just
connects
start
that
dancing.
no longer exist.
Although I just saw the cover of Just Dance 2017 and it looks a little weird. But that's just me, you know.
But have you ever
maybe-
seen any gameplay of Just Dance? Any Just Dance?
Okay.
It's kind of
not
there's a
not
reason
the-
giraffes dance on stage at the E3.
Yeah, that
events.
was weird. That's you're forgetting Ubisoft. That's a different story though. They need a whole new format for their press conference.
I like how we just listen to your inner thoughts right there.
That was a peek into Jordan's mind.
He's always it's always complaining about Ubisoft.
No, I'm not complaining about. I think their press conferences are stupid.
Well, you're right. That's not complaining. That's not complaining at all.
No, well, they just need a new format. I think.
Yeah.
Dancing giraffes is not the format. that
Anyways,
anyway,
the cover is what is that?
is a
orange
dancing cube giraffe.
cube giraffe with red and green legs, and it's looking into my soul.
Yeah, and there's
I don't think that thing's blinked in years.
yeah. Anyway, Just Dance 2017 demo now available for Xbox One. I haven't played Just Dance since since the 360. So I don't know. Yeah. Oh, I think I played it on the Wii, but that was around the 360 days. So my game of dance is Zumba on the Xbox. Zumba World, is it Zumba
Zumba
World
World Tour, I think?
Yeah,
Or
World
World
Tour,
Party?
World Fitness or something like that. That's a dancing game you're going to want to get.
You do nail it.
Yeah.
Let me tell you.
It's
My wife
not only
is
do you
a-
get a workout, which I'm sure you get a workout in Just Dance 17, but I'm telling you, that game is a fun
My
game.
wife is way into the Zumba thing. She actually wants to teach it.
Really?
Yes. And Jordan and her go at it in that game.
Do your hips don't lie?
Dude,
It
Jordan.
depends on the song.
Jordan.
Oh. What about Shakira's hips don't lie?
Hey, Shakira, she's one of the songs. In
Yeah,
that.
I'm sure she is.
Anyway,
I can only imagine how good Jordan is.
dancing games.
He's amazing.
They can be fun. So we also got Prominence Poker now available for digital
another poker game.
digital pre-order and download on the Xbox One. Now get this. A game that pits players from around the world against each other and devious AI to build their rep, prestige, and bankroll needed to be and beat the best of the best.
I like that. Here is the problem with the Hold'em game that's currently there is there's no real ranking system. I mean, there is, but it's pretty weak. Let's be honest. There's nothing to go for.
And you can basically buy your time.
You can
Yeah.
spend $5 and be the best in the world.
yeah, I mean, have the leverage to be the best.
Now, I don't know if you can spend money in this game, but from the description alone and, basically what it's telling us.
Yeah, I really like that. I really like it says beyond solo play, gamblers will find a deep multiplayer experience with regularly scheduled events, challenges, tournaments, ranked modes, and even more as the game evolves over time. This might be the gambling game we've all been waiting for.
It just might be. The problem with the Hold'em game that we have right now is it's not completely just RNG. Every time somebody has a flush, not a flush. Woo. Every time somebody has at least a full house, someone always has something huge, and it just kind of breaks the game, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree.
Because somebody always has something that's just ridiculous. And you have something that's ridiculous also. It's like the end scene in Maverick, where he looks down and just tosses.
He doesn't look at the card.
He doesn't look at the card, and he just tosses it, and you're seeing the card in slow motion. That's every hand in Hold'em. And most of the time, you don't have that Maverick power.
Okay, that's it. I'm going to buy this game to check it out.
Okay.
Doing it right now.
It's available for digital
I
pre-order.
believe I would be, if I was a gambler, I believe I would be a gambling addict.
Looks like it's free.
Does look. Oh, it's pre-order. That's why.
So you would be a free-to-play gambling addict.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, if I lived in Vegas.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I
It would be game
gambled,
over. I love poker so
think
much.
I'd be screwed.
I stay up watching late night poker 3 of the 7 days of the week. Not even kidding. Other times I'm watching, Twitch. But I love my poker. I go on YouTube, watch all that. Go watch Jay Carver on Twitch. They have a poker section on Twitch now
See,
too.
I don't even care about poker. I just like the thrill of the chance of winning. Yeah. So it doesn't have to be poker. It could be
Well,
Any gambling.
With
any,
that,
any type of gambling.
that could be any game. Period.
Hence my non-existent but lying under the skin gambling addiction.
to bowling because there's a chance I could win.
No.
Yeah, but there's no
But
money
it's
on
not
it.
like the thrill of gambling, man.
gambling, yeah.
The thrill of hitting it rich and then letting it ride to hit it rich again.
Oh man, you want to go on a cruise? We can gamble.
I believe this is why it's so hard to go shopping with me. It's a similar thrill. Just get it, man. Yes.
But you're losing money.
I-
But you're getting something.
Yeah,
Okay.
see?
So you're winning a electronic device,
I
but you're losing $1,000.
I win through you.
All right. So be sure to check out that Prominence Poker coming out soon. We also got Momentum, which I mentioned earlier, now available for digital pre-order and pre-download on the Xbox One. This is a physics-based platformer. And that's all you need to know. Choose one of the many unlockable balls.
Oh, yes.
And skillfully maneuver through 3D labyrinths. Race
Now
the
that's a
clock as you
thrill.
rotate these labyrinths and use gravity to your advantage. But be careful because you could easily lose control. So,
No.
but anyway, it's a puzzle game. It actually does look really fun.
Yeah, that does look
so. So be sure to check that out. Resident Evil 4 now available for digital pre-order and download. I know this was a lot of people's favorites. So be sure to check this one out. Leon Kennedy, the star of this one.
Now, when they are these just ports, or are these enhanced editions, or what are these?
They're enhanced in the fact. How do I explain this? So, they're enhanced at the fact that they're up to 1080p and they all go at 60 frames a second now.
Okay, but they're not.
But I don't.
Beyond that,
Yeah.
there's no new skins.
Yeah, because when
or
we were
textures.
playing,
I mean,
when
it
I was
looks pretty-
playing,
it looks
I mean,
pretty decent.
Resident Evil 6, I still feel is fairly new, so it still looks fairly decent. But I mean, so does Resident Evil 5. It still looks
Yeah.
fairly decent too.
Yeah.
But I don't think they've upgraded the graphics all that much.
Okay,
You know what
well,
I mean?
4 looks
Maybe a
pretty
tweak
decent from
here
the
and there.
Screenshots here.
Yeah. 4 was GameCube era. So
Oh, wow.
GameCube, PlayStation 2.
Wow. Well,
Yeah,
I think they
so-
must have updated something because that looks pretty good to me.
Yeah, it doesn't look too
not
bad.
bad.
So yeah, I mean, I don't think they're full on remasters, but they're definitely updated and ported, over. But Resident Evil 4 is fun,
Is it?
so be sure.
Did you mention it? Is it co-op?
Resident Evil 4 is not co-op. GameCube
Okay.
days.
Yeah. Okay, gotcha.
GameCube, PlayStation 2.
Then we won't be playing this one together.
No. But if you want the story and learn more about Leon and all
And-
the other goodies that are in Resident Evil 4. So, but
Okay.
no, Resident Evil 4 is a good one. So, Dead Rising Triple Pack now available for digital pre-order and pre-download. This is Dead Rising 1, the original. In the mall is Frank West. Dead Rising 2, and then Dead Rising 2 Off the Record. And then if you want Dead Rising 3, it is already available for Xbox One. You do have to pay for it separately, though.
Yeah, because it was originally released. It was one of the
Launch title for Xbox
early launch titles. Yeah, super fun game. Super
Yeah,
fun.
yeah. So if you want all the Dead Risings in one place, I would definitely start with this triple pack, play them all.
Yeah.
Get ready for Dead Rising 4,
It's
which
a
is
full.
coming
It's
this.
a full price, but you get 3 games for that, so it's
Yeah.
not bad, especially if you really like enjoy the Dead Rising.
Yeah, and it's a good game. I like it. This is one of my favorite stories.
Was
of
the other one a
week.
DLC?
It was like story DLC.
Story DLC. So
Yeah,
it's
off the record.
I would say it's 2.5 games, David. 2.5.
2.25.
2.2.
So even less.
Yes.
Yeah, you wouldn't be very good at gambling. You went the wrong direction.
But it was thrilling.
One of my favorite announcements of the week. So they're remaking the Ben-Hur movie.
Yeah.
They released a Ben-Hur game for free. So if it sucks, you can't complain.
Oh, it's free?
It's free
I
to
did
play.
not know this.
All right,
Chariot
I'm gonna
Racing,
download it
yeah,
right now.
and Chariot Race as Ben-Hur or whoever, Mark Hur,
Xbox.
David Hur.
Dude, we've got
Make your own.
We've
Hur.
got a we've got a chariot race, guys.
Yeah.
I think
You know,
Couchcast, here we go.
I haven't done it or played it yet, but it doesn't look like the screenshots I'm making. It basically looks like Chariot Racing.
Ben. Is it BENN or just Ben?
BEN-HUR.
Okay.
Ben-Hur.
Her.
Okay.
Which, by the way, if you've never seen that movie, it's a really good movie, and you should watch the original before you go see the new one.
I would agree with that.
I would also have to agree with that.
Yeah. See? $0.
Oh, by now.
Do it.
Awesome. I'm in.
Yeah.
Let's chariot race, baby.
In the Coliseum. Let's become slaves and then rise to power.
This
I like it.
next
Through the
game,
people.
This next game, McSpicy, you should purchase.
Yeah,
this.
looks really, really fun. It's called Kingdom New Lands, and it's now available for Xbox One.
Yeah, I was watching.
I know I already said like half of these during the spotlight, but
I was watching videos of this. So cool.
you can try it free on the Xbox One, or you can pay full price at $15, $14.99. So, but it looks interesting.
Yeah, it looks really cool.
I'm going to have to turn chat off. They're just going off on how awesome Brink would be in virtual reality. They're trying. Okay, you derailed me. Okay, you did it. You got it. You got that, Abby.
The banner.
I'm going to ban everyone that says that.
Just have Moobot ban like the word
yeah,
brink.
just whenever you say Brink, you're banned. I'll have our automated.
Auto-bans it.
That's a great idea.
The Banner Saga Complete Edition now available for Xbox One. The Banner Saga just released a little while ago for free to play on Games with Gold, which I think was great. Now, if you want, you can. If you missed that, you can get the Banner Saga Complete Pack, which is Banner Saga 1 and then Banner Saga 2. And then, if I remember correctly, the choices you make in Banner Saga 1 do carry over to number 2, kind of like a Mass Effect or Dragon Age type of.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, since
type
Banner
of game.
Saga 2 was already free to play, I just need the first Banner Saga.
I would check.
And
the-
it's $19.99 for the first one.
how much is the pack?
Let's take a look here, and I'll
Actually, I
tell
just have
you
it-
in
I have it pulled up
exactly
right
one
here.
second. It is, wait for it, $39.99. So it's $20 for each one.
Yeah,
and
so
two.
basically they're
so
just
just buy
giving-
one.
Yeah, you're
I mean,
saving 8 cents.
I think I'm going to do it actually.
When you save 8 cents, that's amazing. A 0.01%
In my
discount.
limited game time with Banner Saga 2, I really felt it would be a lot better if you had done
if you knew
number
what was
one.
going on.
Because it just kind of keeps going.
Well, yeah, I
it's
hear
just-
it.
I'm
It
coming
picks
halfway
up
through.
right there.
And be prepared to read, right? Isn't there a
At
lot
least
of
the
reading?
first one, a ton of reading, but I liked it. I mean, it's very story driven, and then turn-based or turn-based strategy,
Yeah, yeah.
which I like.
This next game, I don't know what it is about these games, but I want to play them. Transformers: Fall of Cybertron.
Yeah, Transformers
Is
is a
now
great
available for Xbox.
video game concept, so of course you want to play it.
I know, but like I feel that they've all kind of failed.
Well, I think was it the last one?
But
that
but
was
you're right.
okay?
It's like, oh, be a Transformer in a video game.
Well, why not?
Yeah. It's like being a cowboy in a
So
video
you
game.
feel like every Transformer game has failed?
Well,
I
the
saw
last
one-
like 4 that I played.
I
Well,
saw one that looked incredibly fun.
What was it?
Like the last one, I think.
Yeah, the very last one I didn't
got
think was
pretty
very-
good reviews.
Really?
Yeah,
I didn't think it looked all that great.
I mean, we
Blake
have
the
a,
barber was telling me about the one he likes.
we have a Google machine in front of us.
and he
Let's
says
just-
it's one of his favorite games of all time.
yeah, I know that
There was a good one that came out
Yeah.
in the
I
last
think it was recent.
little while.
Good Transformers.
And I've
game.
I've seen some good ones on Twitch, which is probably the same game.
Maybe I'll have to pick this one up. It's $49.99, I believe. Let me double check. Yeah, $49.99.
I'm gonna look it up.
And I don't know. I want to get it, but
Fall of Cybertron.
I'm afraid. That's the one that just came out.
It said 2012. Maybe is that a redo?
Is it a redo?
Well,
I
hey Blake
I don't know.
the barber, can you just give me a call and just let me know what game you like?
I think you said like Bob the Builder, Blake the Barber. Can he cut
just shoot me a message, please.
Yes. Let us know on
Let
this.
us know
But no,
what game you
one
like.
of them was good. I don't know which one it is. I googled it. And
Well, I
nothing
hope
popped
this
up.
one's
I,
good.
I saw a man versus game on Twitch playing one, and it looked awesome.
Really?
Yeah, it looked way fun, which I assume is the same one as the one Blake the barber likes, Bob the Builder.
Oh, War and Fall. It says Transformers War and Fall. I
Maybe
don't
I'll just
know.
have to buy this
Anyways.
Transformers game. I need a game to play. This week's Deals with Gold. These are valid through August 15th, which is all the way through Monday. So be sure to check these out. We got NBA 2K16. No, wait, hold on.
Yeah, 2K16.
Yeah, 2K16, yeah.
50% off, baby.
50%
So now's
off.
the time to jump in.
And one that I might grab, Garden Warfare 2. Or, sorry, let me say it properly. Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare 2.
Is that in the vault?
Oh, is it in the vault?
I'm
I know
pretty
there's
sure
a new
it
game
is.
that came to the vault this week that I'm excited for that I
Oh.
want you to download. Because you have to download them first because you have access.
Yes, I do.
So I can't actually go in. You have to download them, then it gives
And then it
to
goes
me,
in?
yeah.
Okay.
So anyway, yeah. So we got NBA 2K16 at 50% off. Plants vs Zombies 2. Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare 2 at 50% off. And do you want to check and see if that is in the vault? Because I think you're right.
sure.
I think you're right. But anyway, we got Resident Evil 0 30% off. Resident Evil 5, 20% off. Resident Evil 6, 30% off. Resident Evil HD, 40% off. Resident Evil 2 Revelations Costume Pack, 50% off. Did I forget to mention that this is kind of a Capcom themed deal? All
Yeah,
the basically, most of the Resident Evils are on sale, if not all of them. Resident Evil 2 Revelations 2 Season Pass, 50% off.
Oh, baby.
Resident Evil Deluxe Origins Bundle, 40% off. Very cool.
Plants vs. Zombie Garden Warfare 2 is not yet in the vault.
Not in the vault. So this would be a good deal
This
for
would
it.
be, yes.
And I've seen people play Plants vs. Zombies. It looks fun. And the first one was fun.
Do you know what is in the vault, though? Dead Space. I got to go browse the vault more.
Dead Space, that's a good one. Telltale. Someone who I'm very upset with right now.
Wait, why?
I'll tell you why. I already
Uh-oh.
told you why.
Did you tell me why?
No, I was going to talk about it during the section. I'm thinking about sending them a tweet. letting them know
Oh,
my
that's how
views.
mad you are?
Oh, he did tell me
Yeah,
why.
letting them know
But that's been their formula all along.
But it's hit me
Okay.
to where I hate it.
I'm out in the dark here. I don't know what's happening.
Well, I'll explain it after.
so is
that.
every other listener. out there.
Anyway,
You're having a conversation with each other that you've
I'll talk about it during the discussion because that's what I played this week. But anyway, Telltale teases a Mr. Robot project. If no one knows, Mr. Robot is that TV show
It's all about hackers, baby.
about hackers, and Telltale neither confirmed nor denied. Rumor zone here teases Mr. Robot project. So. Claim
That was
Armilio's
the most lazy soundbite we've done together, David. I'm glad I shared that with you.
Claim Armilio's Throne on Xbox One August 30th.
Yeah, I don't know
This
what
is
this
a
is,
board game,
but
from what I hear.
always like board games moving to the console.
Yeah.
I just like it.
Armilio is the fantasy digital board game brought to life by League of Geeks. It will arrive on Xbox One August 30th for $19.99, and the first major DLC for Armilio will arrive the same day.
Okay.
Just so you guys know. So very cool. I'm with David. I like board games coming to
So,
console
is
because
this-
then I don't have to set them up.
Has this been released anywhere else?
I believe
Because I would hope so, because they're releasing the game and DLC, paid DLC, which on the same day.
Yeah.
Super sketchy.
Unless it's been
Unless it's been out for a
I'm
long
sure it's
time.
been on PC.
Yeah, I hope so. Which it probably is. People don't do dick moves like that on,
Yeah, because the Hero Pack will arrive the same day for PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and Steam for $99. I don't know. I'm going to be honest.
I'm going to bring
I
that
don't
up.
know.
I want to know. I want to know.
You should look it up for us.
You know what?
Let's
It'll give me something to do while you're doing the news.
Let's try and get informed. All right, Gears of War 4, 2 stories. First story is they released a new map called Impact, and well, it looks cool. Who doesn't like a good multiplayer map, right?
Who doesn't?
So anyway, new multiplayer map called Impact revealed. Go check it out. It looks pretty cool. It's just kind of a show through of the map.
Yeah.
So bonuses for pre-order are revealed. So if you pre-order the game, you will get 3 skins in multiplayer.
And what are those?
So
skins?
one of them is Tomorrow Anya.
Oh.
Because if you remember in the third Gears of War, she said at the end, she said, "Tomorrow, Marcus, we finally have a tomorrow because the war was over." So this will be the Anya that you saw in the commercial. She'll be wearing her mother, her like gardening mother
Yeah, I like that.
clothes. Yeah, just Anya,
Okay.
Tomorrow Anya,
Okay.
right? You'll get Old Man Marcus Phoenix.
Wait, do we get these? Because we pre-ordered this, right?
Not yet.
Okay.
But if you do
this
pre-order
makes
it-
me want to pre-order it.
Yeah. Microsoft has announced what it will offer for free for those willing to pre-order Gears of War 4 ahead of its release date. So anybody that pre-orders, right?
Okay.
So you'll get the Tomorrow Anya skin, sorry.
Sure.
Old Man Marcus Phoenix, which is an older Marcus Phoenix.
Sure.
He's basically still wearing that, garden stuff too, but he's just
He's just an old dude.
old and grizzy.
Okay,
Old,
yeah.
old timer.
Yeah. And then you'll get Zombie Dom, which I should have said, do not listen to the next 30 seconds. Well, it's too late now. Because the reason he's a zombie.
Okay.
Well,
Anyway.
you didn't have to explain
Sorry,
that, and
yeah,
people that
never
didn't know
mind.
what you're talking about wouldn't
Yeah.
have even known.
Anyway, okay. Sorry, I wasn't thinking. You'll get Zombie Dom.
Don't even worry about it. The people won't even know who that is.
Yeah,
Anyway,
yeah, you
so
won't,
let's
so.
just continue.
Yeah.
Just move along.
Yeah. And they all look pretty cool. So those are the 3 skins you'll get for pre-ordering the game, which is cool. And then, of course, there was 8 minutes of new gameplay on IGN. If you want to go watch it, it introduces a new mysterious enemy. They're kind of like either like humans in robotic suits
Yeah.
or robots themselves.
Robots in disguise.
Yeah. Transformers.
Do you know
maybe.
what's funny?
What is funny?
Jordan really technically didn't spoil it, but by explaining it, he spoiled it.
By
He like this is
by
why
explaining that he spoiled
this
it. He
is
spoiled
why
it.
you bug the crap out of me when you say it's not a spoiler. That's when you start out when we're chatting. It's just yes, it is. Stop talking.
By-
And you're like no, but you know about that.
By explaining that it wasn't that it was a spoiler, he spoiled it. No one would have even known.
Well, that counts as the year rule. It's been out for a year. You can talk about it.
Okay,
No,
I'm down.
that's not the rule.
Okay,
Judgment has
sorry.
been passed.
3-year rule.
Okay,
There's a 3-year rule. If you have
Yeah,
not
but-
played it within 3 years,
I'm gonna go.
you are subject to spoilers.
Yeah, they're not allowed to get mad at you.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, yeah.
However, it is still a dick move. They just can't get mad at you.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, because it's been 3 years. Anyway. So, yeah.
Okay.
Check out the new 8 minutes of...
I just drank some good water.
Right in the mic.
When I heard myself go,
Summertime. Wow. We are professional. Sorry, continue, Jordan.
Jordan, be centric and go.
the new mysterious enemy in Gears of War in the new gameplay demo.
You like them? You like what you saw?
Yeah, they're different.
What do they do?
They're robots.
In disguise.
Yeah.
Huh.
So they're cool looking.
Makes you more excited to get this game?
Yeah, I'm already excited to get Gears
Yeah.
of War. It's always a fun game. You
Well,
really
cool.
can't go wrong with that formula. Rocket League Rumble trailer has come out.
Yeah.
It's a free new mode in the playlist. Basically, it's Rocket League, regular Rocket League, but you can choose to have these items: a grappling hook, a tornado, a freezer, and more.
Basically, they're like, from what I got from the trailer, it's like traps
Yeah.
that you use, almost like Mario Kart. If you
Yeah.
put
Awesome,
a Mario
okay.
Kart system in Rocket League.
There's even a boot that you can kick the ball with or other players.
that sounds like a lot of fun.
yeah.
Yeah.
When
When
an
I-
already fun game.
I believe when I posted this news story, I said, when you thought Rocket League couldn't get any more fun, it just
did.
has.
Wow.
Yes. Because it looks fun.
Awesome. All right. Well,
And I guess it's with random hilarious powers.
Just
the
like
grappling
Mario
gun.
Kart,
Yeah,
where you hit the question mark.
But really, really cool. So be sure to check out the trailer. It looks really fun. No booth for Xbox at the Tokyo Game Show this year, but there will be some form of fan event coming in October. So be sure to keep an eye on that.
Yeah, we talked a
if
little
you wanna go.
about that last week, and kind of mimic the PS4 or do what not PS4,
kind of
what
an
the
Xbox
PlayStation
experience
does
type
every
of
year in
thing.
the fall.
I hope they do. That'd be cool. Now that Overwatch is released and it's doing really well, they're ready to release, I guess you can call it season 2 of the next animated shorts. The next animated short that they're going to have is going to talk about Bastion, and it's called The Last Bastion.
Okay.
So very cool. Their animated shorts are really good. So far they've been really good. So it'll be cool to see the next one.
Is that released then, or is it?
No, it comes out, I
premieres-
believe, next week.
Premieres
next
August
Thursday.
18th.
Which is next Thursday.
I'm excited. I love their shorts.
Yeah, they're really good. And like I said, it's called The Last Bastion. So it's all about Bastion, your favorite robot friend.
Why are they so good at shorts?
I would say because they're very good at paying attention to detail.
Yeah, because
And
they're all
good-
really good. Like the
and
Diablo ones are.
On top of that, the Chris Metzen, what's his name, Metzen?
Chris Metzen.
He scares me when he comes on stage.
Sure.
He's very theatrical when he goes to like BlizzCon and does all that stuff. However, he is a very good storyteller. And
He is the
Blizzard
story lead for
with
all their games.
World of Warcraft.
Sure.
Let's just take that game. One of the greatest parts about that game is the story. And there's lots of stories, and there's stories within stories. I think Blizzard is just excellent at telling stories. You combine that with attention to detail, and they care about their games because they play them too, kind of a thing. And it's a recipe for greatness. So I think that's why.
Huh. Yeah, they nail it every time. Just great storytellers.
Yeah.
Cool.
NBA 2K17 had a video teaser of 2 Olympic teams playing each other. The current lineup of basketball of the Olympic team right now in the 2016 Rio Olympics is one of the teams, and the other team is the 1992 Dream Team.
Yes.
So
That would be fun to play.
It's a trailer showing, it doesn't show any gameplay or anything, but it shows both those teams and basically teasing that you can play those teams against each other.
Yeah, that's a fun time.
So that'll be pretty cool. Who doesn't want to see the Dream Team play, right?
I know I do.
I want to. I've always wanted to.
Xbox One EA Access adds another game to the library. This one is a backward compatible game. The Xbox 360 snowboarding game SSX, which is the one I want you to go download because I think that'd be a fun one to play.
It's time to check it out. SSX Tricky? Or just SSX?
Just SSX.
Oh, okay.
But
All snowboarding
yeah.
games were all fun.
Yeah. I remember 1080 for the N64.
Yeah,
that was
a
really
good
fun.
time.
James Wan. Do you guys know who that is?
I don't. Who is it?
He's known for The Conjuring, Furious 7, and the Aquaman, the new Aquaman. Anyway, he is attached as, I believe, a producer to a new Mortal Kombat movie.
Oh.
Yeah. So,
It's about time we have a new Mortal Kombat movie.
Yeah, I have missed that theme song.
Yes.
yeah.
Who hasn't?
Do you think they would put that
Who
in the new
hasn't?
movie, though?
I would
let's-
hope so.
Let's be honest. The old movies, you just take them for what they are. Like, they're great, but not in, like, the
They were
greatness
just
of...
meant
you know,
to
they're
sit
just,
down and
do
have
you know
fun.
Yeah, like, that's what they are. They're just...
Do you know how many aerobic gyms have used that Mortal Kombat theme song?
Hey, I'm saying you can do it, but I'm just... You know... Do you
They'll,
think they'd
they'll
update
probably
it?
update it with a
Spruce it up?
dubstep drop. Boom! And then, wub, 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 wub. Mortal Kombat!
Anyway, he came out just saying that he wants to do it. He wants to do it well, so that they're not rushing it right now. They're just kind of talking about what they will do with it, where they're going with it, and they want to make sure that they're going in the right direction. So, but he's a big fan of the series, and he said himself, he says, "I liked the original movies for what they were, and I had a fun time with them." So, but yeah, new Mortal Kombat movie sometime in the future, near future, hopefully.
I hope so.
That would be cool.
I need another good song.
Let's be honest, even if it is like the old ones, they were still awesome. You know,
They were awesome in that same way 80s movies just
are
are great.
yeah.
Like,
That was an 80s movie that escaped and released in the late 90s.
I was thinking it was the mid 90s, wasn't
Yeah.
it? Yeah, it's just I don't know. Gary Busey, you know him. He made some great action movies in the 80s.
Yeah. He was a
Like-
good action bad guy.
I saw one where he was like a dad in jeans in a tank box. It was I don't know what the movie's called, but I saw it like a Saturday morning, and it changed my life. Obviously, since I don't know the name of the movie, but there are some great 80s moments in film. Why did I bring that up?
I don't know.
What's your favorite 80s movie?
Top Gun.
Is that
Empire
80s?
Strikes
I
Back.
don't think that's 80s.
I think it's
Empire
late
Strikes
80s.
Back. I would say Back to the Future. I
Empire
would say-
Strikes Back is the 80s?
Yes. Yeah, it's the 80s. It was 82.
Oh, okay.
I would also say I like the 1989 Batman, although I don't think it belongs into that category.
Sure.
But man, I like
I've got
a lot
one.
of. Yeah,
Bloodsport.
Bloodsport is fantastic.
Yes, it is.
All
My
right,
wife-
Mikey.
My wife did not know who Jean-Claude Van Damme was. She's heard the name, but never knew. So we sat down and watched Bloodsport. And now she knows.
Nice. Better Off Dead.
I don't know that one.
You've never seen Better Off
Never
Dead?
seen Better Off Dead.
Okay. Well, you leave tomorrow?
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're going to watch that tonight. I'm telling you, Better Off Dead is fantastic.
I think Back to the
John-
Future, in all honesty, is my favorite one.
John Cusack, he's it's funny. It's a good funny 80s movie. I think you'd like that one.
All right.
I mean, the 80s had great they've had a lot of bombs, but they had a lot of hits too. It was like a dart game. You'd miss a lot, but sometimes you get those
But
bullseyes.
I feel like even the misses
are just
are still
they were
like.
so, in that time they were so wrong. They're
Bulletproof?
right.
Was that the Gary Busey
Was
movie?
Total Recall an 80s movie or was that a 90s movie?
Total
The
Recall?
original Total Recall.
It's close. That's close.
I'm going to look it up because that was a good one too.
Yeah.
And that might have been one that missed the dartboard, but it was still,
Well, like even like Top Gun, like if you watch it, it's good in the wrong way. It's
1990.
It's right in the wrong way. It's wrong in the right way.
Yeah.
It's just fantastic.
Yeah.
80s are great.
I'm super excited for this last story.
Yeah, so
And let's move on.
So in early June, Forza, we're going to talk about Forza 6. In early June, Forza announced the Forza Racing Championship, Forza RC, their competitive online racing esports program. It is the largest competition in Forza history, and they are proud to announce that you can go over to ESL and sign up now.
Yeah, so you could go to the Forza website, sign up. There'll be a link there. It's the largest competition. The winner. So everyone can. That's funny.
Yeah, thank you. It is Freaky Row. It's bulletproof with Gary Busey in like a cardboard box tank in dad jeans.
That is funny.
It's fantastic.
Forza Championship. The cool thing about this, anyone can join. Anyone can join the Elite Series. Anyone can join
Skills.
the Open Series. The grand prize is a 2017 Ford Focus RS. How awesome would that be to win that?
Yeah.
So every weekend, there's going to be a cup during the summer, and you have to just sign up each week. Now, if you sign up, anyone can join the Elite Series, but they'll only take the top 128 to go to like the final of that season's cup. So join either one. They'll have different prizes too. The Open will have some different prizes too. Probably some DLC, I would imagine, or something.
So if you like Forza, just join the tournament.
I think that's really cool.
Yeah, it's
That's
cool.
way fun.
It's fun. So, and it's a good prize. You get a free car or a new car.
Jordan, biggest news story of the week in your opinion?
The Forza one's really fun. I think that's cool. And then
I-
of course there's the Gears of War stuff, which is they had a lot of stuff.
I think that is a lot of fun. And that brings us to our discussion segment. Every week, there'll be a post on Facebook or Twitter. You can message us questions for the show. Go like us on Facebook or follow us on Twitter, XoneBros.
Nice plug.
Thank you. Thank you very much. This week, for FY, everyone, we are pre-recording this. So only our live streamers on Facebook, we stream this live on Facebook and on Twitch. They're seeing it right now. Everyone else is getting it at its regularly scheduled time. But scheduling issues, we had to do it early this week. So if we seem a little off of our time, that's why, because the time. Usually on
Or
Friday is nice because all the news has come out. So we
or
might
if
have
there's
missed some
a
this week.
huge news story that we don't mention, it's because it hasn't.
That's
come out
why.
yet.
That's why. But going on to the discussions, first thing I want to know, McSpicy set a goal last week, a bold goal, to head into the elite genres, the elite echelons of Hearthstone.
Yeah.
And I want to follow up, how is that goal going?
Well, I have been out of town. with no internet.
Oh.
And that's an internet game. However, I have played a little bit, and I've gained 2 levels.
Nice.
So I'm ranked 13. The goal is to get down to legend status. 13 still by day 10 is still pretty good.
Yeah, that's not bad.
So I've been doing really good. So I have 13 more ranks to go, and then I play the final boss and get into legendary. I really want to do it. That's my
You
goal.
can do it,
You
man.
get the card backs. Is that what you get?
You
for
get
legendary? Yeah,
you
the
get a
card back.
legendary card back. Yeah. And you get to say I'm a legendary player
Yes.
on Hearthstone.
And
It's-
everyone gets to ooh and ah at you.
Yeah, that's my goal. It's working. I have a deck that has a couple decks that have a 60% win rate. It's just a matter of time, man. I just got to put in the time. I have been gone, and I will be gone again. But I'll have 2 weeks. So I'm working on it. I've gone from 15 to 13.
Oh.
In time I never played.
I like that. I like
So-
that a lot. First question comes from Casey Height, a.k.a. Silence42. He wants to know, with the popularity of No Man's Sky and it being on Windows 10, is it inevitable for it to come to the Xbox One? And is it an Elite Dangerous killer? Let's take the first part of that question. It's on Windows 10. It's on PlayStation 4. It's extremely popular. Is it inevitable eventually to come to Xbox One?
Jordan,
Yeah. Well, so.
looks like you want to say something.
Well,
Jordan.
no. I mean, you never know. I mean, I don't know what the deals they. To me, it seems like Sony's got that one locked up pretty tight.
Sure.
But I mean, 2 years from now, it could. I thought they had Rocket League locked up pretty tight, but a couple years later,
Or
it-
Titanfall on Xbox One.
Yeah. I mean, a couple years later, it came out for Xbox One and Titanfall for PlayStation. So I don't want to say it can never happen
Sure.
because obviously it can.
Does it being on the PC help?
It being on the PC helps because it's all one architecture now, right? Like we've heard.
Yeah.
So if it's available for Windows 10, it's supposedly very easy for developers just to bring it right over to any other Windows device, right?
And
So-
won't you be eventually able to play your PC games on your Xbox?
Yeah, who knows?
Yeah, you'll stream your PC to the
Your
Xbox.
Xbox, yeah.
See?
Who knows, right? But I'll never say it never. I mean, it could possibly. As of right now, I think Sony's got it locked up pretty tight. But I don't think it's an Elite Dangerous killer. Put it this way: I was talking to Mark about this before the show, and I was thinking, should I buy this? I don't think I can buy this for $60.
Really?
I think. What did you say? $40?
I think $40. My personal opinion.
Because
is
I've been trying to watch people play it, and the thing that puts me not off. I mean, okay, I'm just gonna be honest here. The thing that puts me off,
Sure.
is, and I know this isn't a bad thing, but it's not necessarily multiplayer. It can be. You can see other players every once in a while, like their footprints or what they've done in the world, or maybe even one flies by you. But you cannot just jump in and I go over to your space station or wherever
Sure.
you're at, and then we just go down to this planet
Like
and,
you can
and
in
explore.
Elite Dangerous.
and you go to
Yeah.
the Interstellar
And
7-Eleven together.
I've heard a lot of people say, well, it's really similar to like Minecraft. You do a lot of stuff in Minecraft, and Minecraft was fun. It's like, yes, Minecraft is very fun, but Minecraft is more fun and really shines when you're playing with your friends.
Multiplayer, yeah.
So for that reason, that I could see that type of game being really fun with multiplayer. Now I haven't played it yet. I'm just going by off of what I've seen.
Yeah.
People play. It looks fun, but I don't think I can do it for $60.
Well,
not yet.
I have a similar feeling. I don't know what I expected from this game. It got a lot of hype, but I've been the same. I've been watching people play it this week, and I'm not as impressed as the hype made me feel I should be. You know what I mean? And that was my first thought, actually. Hey, wait, this is just like Elite Dangerous already does that.
Yeah.
And I didn't expect that. I don't know why I didn't think it would be like Elite Dangerous, but I didn't. I guess I just had never put two and two together.
Yeah, well, and we can talk about the second part of that question. Is it an Elite Dangerous killer? I don't think so, on a couple reasons. A, I think this is a very niche genre. I think
True.
Space Simulator, although I would say No Man's Sky is a little bit more arcadey.
Sure.
I think the people that play Elite Dangerous are going to be playing No Man's Sky. I don't think it's a one or the other. You know what what
okay.
I mean? I think if you like that kind of game, you're just going to play. It's not like a Call of Duty where that's the only game you play. That's
Yeah.
not the audience that plays that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I wonder if anyone will do, and someone will inevitably do a comparison video, Elite Dangerous versus No Man's Sky, where I think No Man's Sky, okay, it doesn't win, but I really like the art style in No Man's Sky, Then the reason that I say it doesn't win is because if you're looking for a simulation game, Elite Dangerous, you have to go with that art style.
Yeah.
But I think it's beautiful, the No Man's Sky art style.
Yeah. And if, as far as coming to Xbox, I would like it to. I would like all my games to,
Be
all
on
good
everything.
games to go wherever I
Sure.
want to play them. So I would hope that happens. I agree with Jordan entirely.
Well, and
Yeah,
I'll
but
tell
the
you
thing-
what I was watching that made me realize, hey, this is just Elite Dangerous with really cool art. It was on IGN actually. They previewed a dogfight at the beginning of the week, or maybe it was last week, the end of last week, and he was in warp speed, and he was knocked out of warp speed because someone had targeted him, and then a fight ensued. And I was like, wait, that's Elite Dangerous. And
Yeah,
that's what
But
made
see,
me
and
realize.
that's when I come back. When you're targeted like that in Elite Dangerous, can it be NPCs?
It can
Usually
be
it's players.
No,
right?
it's NPCs
It's
too.
NPCs
it's
too,
NPCs.
yeah.
You can see them.
But
it'll
a
be
player
pirate.
can
But
do that
players,
as well, right?
Players do that all the time.
Yeah,
they
see-
actually stay
And
around
that's
certain
where
areas.
I find that fun. Like us three going to a planet to discover it and mine it and whatever, and then you got another group of players and you kind of got this weird scenario.
We've actually,
going on.
when we were playing, I don't know if you remember
Elite
this.
Dangerous.
We got knocked out. One of us got knocked out of warp, and I came in, or you came in, and then beat the crap out of that real player.
Yeah.
That was
And that's-
he was being a pirate.
Yeah.
and that's what's
no
hard.
pirates in my
No
town.
pirates in our solar system.
There's
not in my kitchen.
there's obviously nothing wrong with single player games, but I just feel like a game like this would thrive
Yeah.
under multiplayer.
Well, I
and
mean-
I just looked up. I guess there was 2 streamers that tried to go to the same place because there's 18 quintillion, however
Yeah.
you amount planets, right?
Yeah.
They went to or tried to go to the same planets and couldn't pair up or anything like that. So it's if it's possible, it's really hard. But I just feel like the thing that's holding me back on this game is I think I would like it and have fun, but I think I would like it and have fun for maybe a day or two without friends. You know what I mean?
Well, where it is different and does thrive is that you can get out of your vehicle and explore the world.
Yeah.
that is unique. That you can do that. You can do like Mars rovers now, vehicles that go
In
out
Elite Dangerous.
in Elite Dangerous, but you cannot actually physically as your player get out, and that's cool. I think that is something that's really cool. See what's on each of the planets and stuff. Going off of this, Sam over on Twitter at your pal Sam _Sam at your pal _Sam. He wants to know procedurally generated games that take on where there's no clear boundary or linear story. What do we think about them? Do we think they're the future? Do we really like it? Does it provide an adequate experience for us? What do we think of these procedurally generated games like Elite Dangerous, like No Man's Sky? I know one of your favorite games is procedurally generated each time, correct?
Binding of Isaac.
Binding of Isaac, yes.
Yeah. It is. It changes every time you play. Although I think he's meaning more of like like a world like this just doesn't end.
Yeah,
It's just big.
So vast.
It's just vast and it doesn't end. I would say, is this the future of gaming? I wouldn't say that. I would say it's a great addition to this niche.
Sure.
You have different genres because people like different things.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't say it's the future. I think it's actually quite an impressive step having a gazillion planets and being able to name those planets and all that fun stuff. However, I feel the flaw in a game like this is every planet is the same, just a different color, I feel, from what I've seen. And, I haven't played this either. I've watched a lot on Twitch, a lot of streamers I like playing this, but it just feels like...
Well, let's do something like Elite Dangerous. Same thing.
Yeah.
And it's when you go to different solar systems, you don't necessarily feel or recognize their difference. It's just planets rearranged.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like, they all have... Yeah, okay, I can see. So
And
it's
you're
related
resource
there.
collecting.
So maybe that
in
was
Elite
unfair of me to
Dangerous.
say, I guess. But, I mean, in Elite Dangerous, you can do the trading. You can be a bounty hunter. You can be a pirate. You can be...
I know you can do all this in
You can-
No
you
Man's
can in
Sky.
No Man's Sky.
I'm
So-
pretty sure,
so-
I know you can do the trading and because you can in No Man's Sky in certain scenarios you'll warp into a galaxy and there
Yeah.
will be a trade route
Oh, awesome.
going through,
Okay.
and there will be pirates trying to stop it, and you can choose either to help the traders or help the pirates.
So,
You know what I
so going back to what I said, I think if you like that style of game, I think it's totally fine. So it's just if you genres are there because we all like different games.
Okay, let me
so-
ditch down,
You know,
niche down on this question.
I don't know why I didn't think of that, but it really is very similar to
Yeah.
Elite Dangerous.
Yeah.
So
McSpicy, do you personally like that style of game?
I do actually. I do.
Sure.
I
Why?
do. Same reason this is gonna be weird. Same reason I like Skyrim. I like to just, and it depends on my mood. If I'm in the mood to play a game like this,
Sure.
I like to just go see what's out there.
Yeah. The surprise factor, the exploring factor.
I do, and then when you get a game that's detailed enough where you work on getting better ships, there's an economy, there's all this stuff, then you can dive in and be like, okay, how do I make the most money possible with the ships and guns I have? You know what I mean?
Sure.
It's a different style game, but I do enjoy a game like this.
So Dead Kamikaze in chat said that he'd compare it more to Solus Project with more space flight, much more than Elite Dangerous. He says, I'm finding No Man's Sky kind of boring after the initial planet. Elite Dangerous feels way more sim, as you said, but I'm hoping it pulls me in more.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is No Man's Sky, but which is not on the Xbox.
That's why I feel like the game, from what I've seen, the game should be $40, not $60, because I think the game is.
Well, that's what I paid for Elite Dangerous.
Yeah, and that's
Yeah.
a good price point
Yeah.
for a game like this.
But Elite Dangerous at this point is very well fleshed out.
Yeah.
They're adding features all the time. I mean, the next feature is multiplayer ships, so that we can all be on one ship and
Yeah,
we're all
that'll be
doing a
fun.
different role.
Yeah,
on that
yeah.
ship.
So I think this game has its place, and it has its niche, and you have a lot of people that like the style game. So I don't think it's the future of gaming, but I think it's a good step.
Jordan,
into
what
this
about you?
genre.
Procedurally generated games like this, like Elite Dangerous, like No Man's Sky.
So-
do you like them?
So specifically like Elite Dangerous and No Man's Sky, I don't have anything against them. I think they're fun, but I would like them a lot more
Jordan
if
hates
they
them.
were multiplayer.
He doesn't like this game.
Well, so Elite Dangerous is multiplayer.
No, that's what I'm
Remember,
saying.
but
I
he's never really liked Elite Dangerous.
Yeah, you
remember?
never really have gotten into it. Not
Well,
like
that-
us.
I think I think I can get more into.
See, you're
Don't
not
be
No,
so
no, no.
nice. Just
No,
tell
no.
us how you feel.
If No Man's Sky had the multiplayer aspect that Elite Dangerous had, I could get more into No Man's Sky than I could Elite Dangerous.
Okay,
So-
that's fair enough.
But
I
I
can
just feel
see
like
that.
games like this, or a lot of people have compared it to Minecraft, the like exploring and like
Yeah.
mine and stuff. I think games like this are just better with multiplayer.
It makes sense that you would go for No
Exploring
Man's Sky
games.
for the same reason that you would go for World of Warcraft over EVE Online.
Yeah, exploring games I feel are made for multiplayer, or creating games
sure.
are made for multiplayer because that's like take what's that one game we got on Steam where you just build stuff. You literally just sit in a world and you build
Oh,
things.
Scrap Mechanic.
Scrap Mechanic.
Scrap Mechanic is awesome.
And that game wasn't. Would you say it was enhanced because of the multiplayer?
Yeah,
we were both
'cause you
able to
could
like
come into
build
my-
something stupid and just attack each other. Like
And we would race each other.
yeah. It's. I think games like that, like building games or these exploring the universe games, like No Man's Sky or Elite Dangerous, I just think they're built better for multiplayer. And if they, I'm not saying that they can't or won't. They surely can come out with a multiplayer update. But I would be more into the game. That's
They do have technically multiplayer. The problem is their world is so vast. I mean, what is it?
Well,
14 quintuplets or
Oh, yeah,
something like
it's
that.
from what I've like just read on Polygon about these two Twitch players, they went to the same planet and could not see each other. And from what I've heard, the only thing you can or heard and seen, right? So I don't.
Yeah.
The only time you ever see traces of other players are when like another player named an animal or another player was
Yeah.
on the planet doing this thing, right? You don't actually see the player, you see traces of that player.
Well, and if you do the math, 14 quintuplets or whatever it is versus a million people
Yeah,
that actually
yeah.
play the game, odds are you will never see anything.
Well,
from
and I think
anybody.
they've came out and said that this is more of a single player experience, which there's nothing wrong with that. But I
Yeah.
think these games work good.
I'm with McSpicy
with
myself.
multiplayer.
I really like these types of games. Something about an Elite Dangerous in particular, and its pacing is slower. It's a simulation, and it's so vast. Like I think I've been within like 10 solar systems only of my initial starting point, and that's nothing. That's like a hair
Yeah.
of width of what exists there. So I really like that. And I agree. I like the exploring aspect as well myself.
One thing I really like about No Man's Sky is if you like beat up the planet too much, the police come after you.
Yeah,
like, you start
the
blowing
galactic
up, yeah,
police.
yeah. If you start like blowing up the indigenous population.
So do you
or- it's
get
pretty
like
funny.
stars wanted like in Grand Theft
I
Auto
don't
where
know. I
more
was
will
just watching
come?
it this morning, and
I think just
So-
a squadron comes and hunts you down or something.
but yeah, I would buy this game in an instant if they had a way to easily meet up with your friend and like discover and play with your friend. You know what I
Sure.
mean? I think that would be
Sure.
Yeah.
Great question, Casey Height. Thanks for
Throwing that in
sending
there.
question in. We're gonna go. That was a little heavy of a discussion. Let's go a little lighter. Clark Hollingsworth, also known as Crunchbite, wants to know cookie dough ice cream versus frozen Reese's peanut butter cups.
Cookie dough.
Oh, I have never had frozen Reese's peanut butter cups. Has anyone?
I've had melted Reese's peanut butter cups.
I've never had frozen. I don't know.
Mm.
I think I go Reese's Pieces.
Reese's Pieces.
Yeah.
Take the third option.
No, I mean Reese's peanut butter cups frozen. Sorry.
okay.
That's what I go. Because I'm curious and I like. This is a little known fact and it's scientifically proven by my tongue.
There's actually, just so everyone knows, there's actually a lot of scientific value to David's tongue.
There is. And this is one of the things that's been scientifically proven by it. The Reese's peanut butter mini cups,
Yeah.
much better than the full cups because
There's more chocolate.
there's a better chocolate to peanut butter ratio. It's
Uh-huh.
much more
Yeah.
accurate
Yeah.
than in
Yes,
the big cups. So the mini ones are just fantastic.
I
ones
wouldn't
you can
say
just get in the
accurate,
bag.
more preferable.
No, it's accurate to my taste. To
Oh, okay.
scientific taste tongue that is David.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't want either of them.
You don't like cookie dough?
I don't like cookie dough and I don't like Reese's peanut butter cups.
Do
Can
you-
I add a third
Do
option?
you like fun? I mean, because it's basically what you're saying right there. I don't like fun or birthdays.
No, let me throw something else. Let me.
Did you never eat the cookie dough out of like while your mom was making cookies or something?
No, because I kept thinking that there was raw eggs in that. And I'm
You're
not
such
Rocky.
you're such an adult, Mark. You're such an adult.
No, just choose something I like. I don't know.
You don't like Reese's peanut butter cups?
No, because apparently there's an imbalance in the ratio between peanut butter and chocolate.
Wow. You just blew my mind.
Okay.
I thought I knew you.
I'm gonna choose the third option and go with I like hot chocolate.
Okay, I appreciate hot chocolate.
Yeah.
Once again,
Little Reese's
how
on the
adult
side.
of you. Hey, you want to go to Disneyland? Can we go to a museum?
No,
instead?
okay, let's do like Disneyland versus Magic Mountain.
I choose the third option, a museum.
Stupid.
An art
You
gallery.
can't do that. That's not fair. I don't like Reese's. I don't like Reese's peanut butter cups, and I don't like cookie dough.
Don't you like Reese's Puff cereal though?
Oh,
yeah.
I love Reese's Puffs. That's my favorite of all time.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the third option. My scientific tongue loves Reese's Puffs.
Well, no, that's just
cereal.
funny that you don't like Reese's cups or Reese's, but you like. the
They're
Puffs.
not the same thing. One's like one can withstand a lot of milk, and the others can't.
Yeah.
Well, that derailed our conversation. Thanks for doing that, Clark Hollingsworth, and AKA Crunchbite, sending that question in. Dustin Friedus, also known as Matt Shot.
Chad is saying I need to eat a Snickers. I do like Snickers. Okay, fourth option, Snickers. I'll eat Snickers.
Okay.
Sorry, that's funny. That's funny. I
Dustin,
get angry when I'm
Dustin
angry.
Friedus writes in and says, how do you guys feel about the new recent UI updates after using it for a week? It seems the snappiness is trending the wrong direction, and the Xbox store is easier to find but less intuitive, in my opinion. Do we agree? My experience has been terrible with the new UI. Jordan knows this. My sound messes up all over the place. I hard restarted my Xbox. That seems to have fixed it, although every once in a while I'll have to unplug my headphone and plug it back in because it just goes.
Yeah.
And I did not have this problem until the update.
Okay. Well, then that probably answers the question. I haven't had a lot of time. I don't like where the new apps section is.
Okay.
It took me like 20 minutes to find it.
Inside games. I do like how the My Games is laid out. It's really nice.
Like down below.
Yeah. No, like in
No.
the
When
My
you go to
Games.
My Games
Yeah,
and apps.
yeah, okay. And then you
and
can
on the
change
side,
the pins and
Yeah, and then on the side it labels it like what's downloaded, ready to be downloaded, DLC. I like that.
You don't like the new My Games and Apps?
I don't. It took me forever to find it.
Oh, because you're used
It's
to
like
it. You're just
hidden.
used-
It's like hidden in the
Yeah,
top
it's
right.
So have you
top right
guys
corner.
experienced any snappiness issues or
So-
sluggish issues with the new UI?
I would say there probably is. I have incredibly fast internet speed, and according to my scientific fingers,
Sure.
touching the controller, you got your tongue, I got my fingers. I have had it accidentally. This is before this update, but I have had internet offline, but think it was on the Xbox. Think it was online, and it was snap, 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 like no delay whatsoever.
Sure.
I think what causes the delay is its communication with the servers and
Oh, okay.
at Microsoft. So that said, I haven't noticed a lot of delays because I have 1,000 up, 1,000 down here.
Sure.
But if I would assume the less internet speed, the more.
Well, I know for myself, it's the sign in. The sign in online takes a long time when I first turn in my box. How about you, Jordan?
Well, I'm running at 11% better than you guys.
Oh yeah.
So-
Oh yeah. How is it handle the X on the Xbox One S?
Well, okay, so I have had a couple. You've said this before because you've lived at my house and you've been on the PlayStation, and you like how when you click something on the PlayStation menu, it goes right there.
Oh, yeah,
it's super fast.
It
right?
is. It is snappy.
Like you click store and bam, pops up.
Responsive,
Yeah,
I think,
responsive
is a
is a
good
better
way to describe
So this week, first of all, I like all of the features that are in the new
UI?
update.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I really like the layout of the when you go into my games and apps. You know,
Sure.
Not when you're in it, like how you can go A to Z. As simple as that is, that's my favorite feature, the A to Z feature.
Yeah.
But I haven't really noticed any problems. I mean, sometimes it'll take a while to like load up a game in the store when I'm searching something. But when I say a while, I mean like 10 to 15 seconds.
But
I haven't
have the
really
new Xbox,
noticed.
so maybe.
Well,
that
I don't
accounts
know
for
if that has anything to do with it, other than
You have
it's
11%.
11% better than your guys'.
Yeah, you are 11%
So
better.
my
So
UI is
we're
11%
mixed.
better.
We're mixed
But I
then.
mean, I
For
haven't had any like noticeable, really bad problems.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think just give me time, and then I'll find things I don't like.
Sure. Well, I mean, I just mean as
That's
far
what
as
I do.
the big
Give
thing
me
for
20
me
minutes with
was
it
the
all.
sluggishness. It's not as snappy. I agree with Dustin on that.
Well,
but
and-
it sounds
and-
like maybe that's user by user,
Remember-
internet by internet.
This was part one of the update, and they're coming out with a lot of
Yeah, which will be
backdoor
behind
stuff
the scenes
or backdoor
stuff.
stuff, back end stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll put a backdoor in there.
That'd be great. Sneak on inside, and grab yourself
But
a cookie.
whether that back end update has hit or not, I don't know. But maybe that will hopefully fix some of the sluggish issues that people are having. Because you have had a lot of sound problems too. Maybe that's one of the things
Yeah.
that.
Organic Avenger at Organic Avenger writes in via Twitter and wants to know, would you be more inclined to purchase, this will be our last question, would you be more inclined to purchase an Xbox One S or an even smaller, cheaper unit without a disk drive? I would be more inclined to go for a smaller, cheaper unit without a disk drive because I have my Blu-ray player.
Yeah, but how much does it save?
the
12
appeal-
bucks?
But
Yeah, I don't-
well,
I-
that's hard. I mean, I see where you're coming with that. I would, that's a great port because all my games are digital anyway.
Yeah.
But I think the appeal to the One S is the fact that it can play
4K.
4K and Ultra Blu-ray.
Sure.
And the One S is cheaper than one of the, some of the
Like a
cheapest
normal
4K,
4K
Blu-ray
player.
player. You know what I mean? So I think that's the appeal behind it. But I would buy something that I don't necessarily need a disc drive.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? All my games
Yeah,
are
we
digital
really
anyway. I
don't.
really don't.
But
Actually, fun fact, in my computer, there is no disk drive whatsoever because I just don't need one.
yeah, a lot of computers are like that nowadays. I prefer it just to have it.
Just to have it as an
Yeah.
option.
I feel better about myself
Yeah.
when I have
You feel safer.
I do. I
Makes you
really
feel
do.
safe about your purchase.
I really do. It's just I'll pay the extra $12 and I'll just make sure I have it, even though I'll never use it.
I think there's a 4K one. I bet you it's closer to like $70 that you're saving on each console. Wholesale price, I mean.
Nah, no,
You don't think so?
I think it's a lot cheaper than that.
I'll
Do
look
you
it up.
think they're making that the 4K players that are out there are making 1,000% profit?
Well, you got to add in like the R&D costs that came with that. That's why those are expensive. Is because they spent at least $100 developing this, So that's why the costs are inflated higher. It bubbles. It goes high first, and then then electronics taper off because they've now covered the costs, and now it's just all profit later on. So that's why costs go lower over time, and they figure out better ways to make things. But I think it's not as expensive as that.
Yeah.
$70.
You could get it super small. That would be nice. Without a disk drive.
Yeah, but nah. I don't know. I would prefer to have it. I like having stuff I don't need. I'm a frickin' American, man.
I understand that. Same.
I like being wasteful. I like using hard drives that I don't use, or
That I don't
disk
need.
drives that I don't need. You know, it just makes me feel better about myself.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
That's enough, the both of you.
Oh, and with that, it brings us to the last and final portion. Last and final. There's a double meaning.
Last and
I mean,
final.
I just repeated myself, basically.
Yeah.
Last portion of the
If
show.
it's not a double negative, what was that?
I
A
don't.
double
It's
positive.
called something. The last portion of our show where we talk about what we've played and what we've been up to this week. Let's start with me, because I want to.
Okay, go for it.
I purchased Battleborn on sale
Yes.
for $30. I thoroughly enjoy this game. I appreciate the strategy that exists there, the different game modes, and I really like their raid. It's like a raid mode single player. Really good. It's classic Borderlands humor, Gearbox style.
Yeah.
Animations are fantastic. The gameplay is super fun. Are you ready for this statement, McSpicy?
Oh, should I sit down?
I think you should. I think you should.
There.
For me personally, right now, I prefer the Battleborn game to Overwatch.
That's
just for where I'm at, just its style of play. It's much more MOBA, and I'm digging the MOBA style.
Well, that's because you're stupid.
Great point. Great point. No, but I think if you're a person, let's say for you out there, I mean, Overwatch I think is a great game. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying, and it will probably be my favorite when I feel like playing that type of game. But right now, I feel like playing a MOBA style game.
Yeah.
And it's not quite a MOBA. It's like a hybrid MOBA, and that's what appeals to me about it. The incursion mode.
Yeah.
Me, Jordan, and John have been logging on and taking names.
Good job.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's super fun. I really like the way they manage their achievements, their unlocking of characters, their loot system is really good. Their gear that you can sell back for coins to then turn around and unlock characters. I just think it's really well thought out. I think it's a shame that it kind of got overshadowed, that it wasn't as good at marketing. It got compared to Overwatch.
It's not.
It's not. They're not the same. I can sit down and play Overwatch. and have
Battleborn
a-
is the same to Overwatch as it is to Call of Duty. They're
it's
they're
that.
like first-person shooters, but they're different.
Battleborn is much more comparable to Smite, in my opinion, than to Overwatch.
Yeah.
They're much more similar than Overwatch. It's not even close, and that's why if you,
It's better than Smite, though. Just throw that.
oh,
out
it's much better
Yeah,
than Smite.
just-
I think it is the
there.
best.
Just so people know, it's better
I
than
think it's
Smite.
the best first-person MOBA.
Well, 'cause what
and
they
it's
do-
not a true MOBA, but that style, it's the best first-person.
You know how
Do we have a first-person MOBA?
Do you know?
Smite.
Isn't that
That's third person.
Oh, third person.
Well, you know how Destiny.
I don't know that we have a first-person.
Well, then
MOBA.
I agree with that statement. If there's no other first-person
Do you
MOBA,
know-
then it is the best first-person
Do you know
MOBA.
how Destiny perfectly combined first-person shooter with like MMO
Combined it.
combined? Sorry,
Yeah,
combined.
English is not your native language.
Combine. You know how Destiny perfectly combined like first-person shooter with MMO?
Yeah,
Right.
aspects,
and they
uh-huh.
called it a shared world shooter.
Sure.
I feel like that's what Battleborn did with MOBA.
I agree with
They
that.
took what worked with first person and they took what worked with first person and MOBAs and combined what would work together and kind of got rid of the rest. And they really did it. I agree with you. It's a shame that it got. I really do feel like it got overshadowed by Overwatch.
Yeah.
And I mean, for a reason, Overwatch is a good game.
Yeah.
But I think it's a good game on its own. Like,
So
it's,
you
it's
could
really
give
fun.
you could give Overwatch a 10 out of 10, and give Battleborn a 10 out of 10, and they're still not competing because they're in separate genres. But I'm in a MOBA phase right now, so
Yeah.
I really am enjoying this game. I think McSpicy, you would really enjoy
I
this game
probably
too.
would. Yeah.
You have it now.
Yeah. Yeah. I
In
just
fact,
haven't had
it
a
would
chance
be a
to play it.
blast to all.
Yeah, all four of us
Be
play
on
in
a
incursion
team.
mode.
Oh yeah,
Shall we couch cast this?
we
Yeah.
shall.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's do it,
Let's
guys.
do
Even
it.
just playing the raid was fun. Do you know? I don't know why it's funny, but when they bleep out swear words,
It makes it funnier.
I don't know.
Yeah,
And that's what this
it's
game does.
hilarious.
It's not because your
No.
mature filter's turned on. They do it as a part of like,
Yeah, well,
and it's just
their
funny.
humor.
Like I don't, yeah. It's,
So-
I don't know what it is.
when I watch South Park, I know that for a fact.
Yeah.
When I watch South Park, when you watch it when it airs, it beeps it out. When you watch it online, it doesn't, and it makes the show much more serious. But when you watch it with it beeped out, it's funny.
Just for some reason, I
Like
don't
Jimmy
know.
Kimmel's. Did you ever watch Jimmy Kimmel's like unnecessary censorship?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, it's just censorship is hilarious. It makes things funny.
It's just that beep noise.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I don't know why.
That's all that I played this week, and I would highly recommend anyone check this game out. I had an absolute blast. I've been trying to hit it up a little bit every night. Last night I didn't get to, but tonight I will. So, and at least do one incursion mode. Now we did incursion mode. We did obviously the single player mode, which is an MMO raid essentially. Different
Basically,
boss
yeah.
fights. You get drops. You get loot from it. The whole 9 yards. And
Learn the boss mechanics and then.
yeah, and Jordan pointed this out while we were playing. The pacing of it, the amount of bosses is just really good.
Given we
cool.
only played the first level, so.
Well,
And
I
then
thought
we-
we played the second level.
No, we played the first level like 5 times.
Yeah, because this guy,
Oh, it's not your fault. It's Jordan's this time.
yeah, this guy
Whoa!
keeps getting logged off every time.
What's happening?
It would just disconnect. It would Battleborn would tell me I'm disconnected from Xbox Live, but nothing would happen. So I was just I don't know what his problem was.
And so it would make you lose.
Well, because I was by myself, and he can't rejoin.
Yeah, you can't rejoin.
All I remember is when you guys were streaming this. You're like, hey, you guys want to come into the party? So I come into the party while you're streaming.
Hey, thanks for coming in. We got to take off now.
I know. And then I'm sitting there while you're streaming in the party. Jordan gets a phone call. David has to go to the bathroom for 3 hours. I don't know where
I
you
did
left.
take the dogs for a walk.
Oh, yeah, that's what it was. You had to give the
I did take the dogs to the bathroom.
dogs to the bathroom. Okay. Well, everyone leaves, and I'm sitting there. Hey, everybody. How's
And my
it?
character is literally
Yeah.
and it's on my screen, just sitting there in a corner.
Now, I only saw that much, but if that's the way you guys play this game, I can realize, I can understand why you've only played the first level 5 times.
Yeah. Anyways, it's so much fun. Jordan, that's all that I got to play. Really enjoyed it. Jordan,
So I played Battleborn, and I
Sure.
really like Battleborn a lot.
give me
too.
one thing that really stands out to you.
The progression system.
Oh,
I really like the progression. I can get lost in this one.
yeah. Why is
so
that?
unlocking new characters, getting the loot, leveling up.
Yeah.
So very very fun.
Why? What do you like about it?
The unlocking the characters
I mean, how do they do it?
with currency.
Okay, thank you for going in more in depth there.
No,
Yeah,
so
way to go,
there's
man.
so DLC characters. So the game is very balanced in the fact that like you can buy. So there's a general currency. I call it the blue coins. There's the blue coins, which is the general currency to buy loot packs, which loot packs can come with skins for your characters and stuff. And then it obviously comes with loot. And then you can use that to buy DLC characters. Now, every time they release a new character into the game, you have to buy it with the in-game currency. Now, there are microtransactions in the game, but the only microtransactions that you can spend real money on is a cosmetic skin, nothing else,
Yeah.
right? So, because I was worried at first, I was like, oh man, if you can spend real money on the loot packs, then you can really get a good advantage here.
Sure.
But you cannot. And you cannot spend real money to get the blue coin, which is the main game's currency. The only thing is like, oh, you know, Kelvin has an awesome new costume for $4. I'll buy that,
Yeah.
right?
And that's the way to do it
only
right.
way you can.
Yeah.
You can. It's basically kind of the same thing that Overwatch does. You can use real money to buy those packs, but the only thing in those packs are cosmetic.
Cosmetic
Yeah.
stuff,
So
yeah.
it's essentially the same idea, just they go about it a different way, right?
Yeah,
same
yeah.
same thing. So, but I like that. So like me, I didn't buy the season pass. So season pass holders do get the new characters as a part of the season pass.
Sure.
Which I think is fine because one new character, yes, does change the game, but it doesn't break the game because other characters counter him, which are available to you via the in-game currency, right? So you can buy the new characters they release, which there's 2 right now with in-game currency, or you have all the other characters that you get an initial 5 at the start. But you could they give you 2 options to unlock them. You can either reach rank 22 or complete challenge whatever.
X, Y,
right?
or Z,
Yeah, X,
and
Y, or
it's
Z,
usually
right?
2 challenges
Yeah.
combined. Like,
Yeah,
kill
so-
so many kill so many of this character, or collect so many of this.
One
or-
thing they do that excuse me, that I think is really cool that I wish Overwatch would do
Yeah.
is they have Overwatch has really good lore. So they obviously have lore behind their characters. When you go to your character screen,
yeah.
you go over to the lore,
It's a
and
challenge.
there's this page of I think 1, 2, 3, 4, probably 5 boxes, and each box is a challenge. And when you complete that challenge with that character, you unlock that box, and that box gives you lore about them.
Oh, so
Which-
Grimoire cards.
Yeah, basically Grimoire cards,
In
but
the game.
in the game,
Yeah.
right? Exactly. Yeah, that's
without a separate phone required.
yeah, like you just go right into it. Very, very. It's a very.
And I think it's
a
actually
crazy
and
concept.
I don't actually think it's necessarily cards that you read. I think it's videos.
No, you read it because I unlocked one.
Oh, you did
Yeah,
unlock one?
so
Oh, okay.
maybe the big one in the
Because
center is
there's
a
those
video.
big ones.
Yeah, there's maybe the big one in the center is a video, but the one is a
Was,
thing
okay.
that I click and you read, and I wish Overwatch would do that because they're really good at story stuff, and that would be a fun way to unlock more about your character. You know what I mean? Completing
Yeah.
a challenge to unlock story. Which is really cool. Another thing that I think is cool about Battleborn is you have your overall command rank, which is basically your general rank of anything, right?
Yeah.
The more you play, the higher that goes.
Experience.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's all it is. But each character has rank 1 through 15, which I think is really cool. So you can rank up each character.
Like Heroes of the Storm.
Yeah, essentially, yeah, basically, same idea. And
Yeah.
as you unlock those characters, so
You get more abilities
this may sound like it's unbalanced, but I don't think it is because it depends on your playstyle. So you've seen Battleborn, just like in Dota or League of Legends, as your character levels up in the game, which there's levels 1 through 10 in the game,
Yeah,
which always
yeah.
resets. Every level
MOBA.
you get an ability to choose ability X or ability Y, right? And
Yeah.
each of them does different. As you level up your character rank to 15, some of the abilities give you a third option. So like when I get to level 4 now on a character called Thorn, I have ability X, Y, or Z
Yeah.
instead of X and Y. And some people, you may see that as, oh, that's a disadvantage, but I don't think it is because
No.
what those abilities do really represent what playstyle you're trying to go for.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? It's not
And-
necessarily, it doesn't, I don't think it breaks it. I just think it adds more playstyle to that character.
No, I don't think it breaks it. That's what Heroes of the Storm does.
Yeah,
For the
yeah.
first 30 levels in the game, that's how that game works. So while you have an overall level,
Yeah,
just like this,
exactly.
and you level it up, and every character is different as far as their abilities. Once you hit 30, it assumes that you're now kind of a veteran.
Yeah.
So it unlocks all those for the rest of the characters. However, you have to purchase those characters, which it sounds like you have to purchase it with some sort of currency.
Blue coin.
Blue coin, yeah.
That's what I call it.
Yeah. And it gives you the drive, and you want to play this character more, so more things are unlocked.
Yeah, exactly.
And it actually is a learning curve. Now that you've played this character up until level 15, you know exactly how to play that guy.
Mm-hmm.
Let's move on to the next one, and then you grind it out, and understand how to play that guy.
exactly.
And then you can. It makes the game much more interesting and much more fulfilling, in my opinion. And I agree. I enjoy that.
So
It's not imbalanced.
I didn't even think of that. It is kind of set up progression unlock system similar to Heroes of the Storm.
Yeah.
Very similar to that. But it's really cool. And it's funny because like you get locked into one character because you're like, I want to unlock everything for this character. And that's not bad. But like when your team needs a healer, you're like, oh, I got to go to the...
and I'll play Mercy.
And you know, just like in Overwatch, it's a completely different experience with the characters. Now, I do think Battleborn is great. And like, I mean, I think Overwatch is great. I think they're different games though, so it's hard to compare. You know, it's just kind of what you want to do. The other game I played, which I spent a lot of time on the computer this week, but I finished right after the podcast last week. I finished Telltale's Batman.
Oh, yes.
And that's what made me mad.
Okay, let's get into this.
So, okay, well,
what
first of
angers
all,
you about
is you guys
Okay,
need,
so
you guys need to
we're
play
talking.
that?
Are we gonna have to? Put
No,
up
no
a-
spoiler alert.
No
Okay.
spoilers.
I
David.
just-
Let me ask David. Is this a spoiler?
No,
Because
Okay.
Jordan
It's
doesn't.
legitimately not.
Okay.
a spoiler.
So I think you guys need to play and finish that because I really wanted to talk to you about something that I think
I've not yet.
So
I will this week.
I accidentally made a wrong choice in my opinion at the end, and I was really upset because I thought it was something else, but it wasn't.
Yeah.
Anyway, but so I.
So,
Like,
first of all, you like this game.
I think this game is amazing, right? And if this game was crappy, I wouldn't have this problem.
Okay.
I
Your
think
problem.
My problem is their release schedule. I think it's awful, and I think they need to change it.
Yeah, because
Now,
what is it, a month?
It used to be like 3 to 4 or whatever. Yeah, I think it's like a month-ish
Yeah.
between episodes. I think that's ridiculous.
You think-
I'm
what do
actually
you
very,
think it should be?
I think it should, if anything, a week.
I would probably say 2 weeks.
If you're gonna make it 2 weeks, I can live with, right?
Okay.
I can be like, okay, 2 weeks.
because there's 5 episodes
Because
or 6 episodes.
There's 5 episodes, I think, and I can see them like. Just give me more than 1 episode, basically. It's just frustrating because I beat the first episode fairly quickly, and I want to know what happens next.
and what they do is they leave it.
Yeah,
it's
they
like
leave
Lost.
it hanging, and then they
leave
you
you hanging every episode.
and then they give you a next time on, and it's like, are you kidding me? Right? Like it's so it's really I was really mad.
But
though.
overall, your impression of this game?
I really liked it. Other than I really like. I'm very upset. I do not like their
That you have to
release
wait.
schedule. And I've heard people say like, well, they're still working on the episodes. Then don't release the game yet.
No,
Like,
they're
it's-
not.
You know,
This game-
like,
this
it's
game-
all
This
This
it's
game
all
takes
done.
like 20 minutes to make.
Well, the thing
All they got to do is animate it out, and you're done. Then you just include
like
the A
okay,
button.
what they did with Minecraft, the same thing happened with Minecraft. Good story, but I caught up and I was frustrated. But what they did with Minecraft is they have 5 episodes that are out now, even though they came out in their long freaking order, and then they like released another 3 episodes. Why not do something like that? Like give me the first 5. And then a few months later, release another 3. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
But if I have to do episode 1, 2 months. Episode 2, 2 months. Like,
I
that's
I
what's
agree.
frustrating. I
a
hate
month
that.
is
And I'm
maybe
gonna- I'm
manageable,
gonna
but I
tweet
think
them.
every 2 weeks is good. But from a marketing standpoint, it's actually It's actually when you space it out like that, you stay relevant longer, and so more people buy that game because. In a month from now, when it does release, there'll be all new reviews on episode 2 and all new. Oh, you guys got to play this game if it's really good. I can't wait to see what happens.
Anyway.
And it keeps you in the news cycle longer.
Because that happened, I actually had to go and finish Arkham Knight because I needed more Batman.
In your life.
let me ask you this: on a scale of 1 to 10, how immersive is this game?
Like I said, I'm very biased because it's Batman.
Sure.
But I think this is the best one they've made.
Yeah, I agree. I've only
Minecraft
played halfway
was
through
pretty
episode
good,
1,
man.
and Game of Thrones, in my opinion,
Yeah.
is very good too.
So
I think it would take someone like McSpicy who hates this genre, and this I think they finally perfected it. Like I think they had glimmers of where they're going. I think everything has led up to this one. Everything they've learned has been put into this one.
and it really does. Like it being Batman definitely helps. Like
Well,
Even
and
though
you're-
he walks around like a weird robot.
Well, the way they tell the story too, McSpicy, is you go from being Batman to Bruce Wayne back and forth.
Yeah.
Like time wise. So you're seeing like a fight that Bruce Wayne was in last night, and now this morning you're Bruce Wayne, and it goes back and forth. It's fascinating. Really good job.
yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Anything else you play?
I played that, and I was really frustrated with the episode stuff. So I went and played Batman Arkham Knight. So I played that, and then I spent the rest of the week on my computer.
Okay,
playing
how's
different games.
Arkham Knight?
It's really fun.
Yeah, everything you hoped it would be.
No, yeah, it's actually really fun.
You didn't play Arkham Knight before?
No, I did, but I stopped because the same reason I stopped playing every game. Something else came out, right?
Sure.
And you got to stay relevant.
You got to
But-
stay relevant, man.
You do.
But no, going back, this is that calm before everything starts coming out the
Yeah.
end of next month and the month after that. So I'm trying to beat what I
Including
can.
my baby.
Yeah.
That's right.
So
That's
you
insane.
Better get all that gaming in.
McSpicy.
I played Rainbow Six with Jordan.
Oh, yeah.
And
Yeah.
and Jono over the weekend.
Oh, I played Rainbow Six as well. That's
that was
right. It
fun.
felt good to get back in that game. Did
Were
it
you?
not?
Did you play with us?
No, I just played with Jono and Jordan.
Yeah, that night.
Yeah.
Do I offend you? Like
No, I will say I hate the Brazil map with a
Oh,
with a
jeez.
fiery passion of
I do
Seven
too.
Suns.
Yeah.
Have you played the Brazil map?
You
It's
have,
new-
because it's
it's
literally
new.
all we played.
It's
It's the
new
one
for
where
the
it's like
Olympics.
super huge.
oh,
There's just
okay.
too much crap. Like, simplify this map. Let me have one building. Instead, they've got 20 buildings, 20 banana stands around the place.
Hey, there's always money in the banana stand.
that there is. That thing needs to. I just thought there's that you can never get your bearings on that
And
map.
what killed me is we played like, I don't know, 15 matches.
In
and
a
it was
row.
All on that map. It
Yeah.
was like, give me another map.
And then we went to another map, and that game was amazing.
All right. Well, I played that.
Well, how is it getting back into Rainbow Six?
I'm terrible now. I'm
There is
like
definitely a learning
Yeah.
/
It's
skill
different, yeah,
curve
see,
to that game.
It's a different game
well
from
because
other
I've been
shooters.
playing Overwatch.
Yeah, yeah.
And I tend to try to rush in, and that is a camping style game. You need to slowly, methodically check things out.
Got to check your corners.
Yeah.
I
check
know
things
that
out.
a lot.
check your six.
You got to always be aiming down. Unless you have a shotgun, you got to always be ADS.
Tilting your gun around a corner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, and I'm just like, let's do this, dude. All right, I'll just go on the cameras. There he is, guys, over there. I'm terrible at that game now. I had
Did you
fun.
have fun, though?
Yeah, I had fun. Yeah, it's good. I don't think I played the Brazil game
Oh.
or map.
I don't know if we.
I
did or
think
not.
it
can't
is
remember.
probably a decent map, but as a brand new map, and you just can't get your bearings. It's so confusing. What
Well,
else did you play?
I played Overwatch, of course.
Oh, of course.
Did your ranking go up at all? I'm 45, so
No, I think I'm like 56 or 57 right now. I don't know.
that went up because didn't you get ranked at 45?
No, I got ranked at like 53 or 54.
Oh, okay.
But I think I'm still. I
Have you gotten your McCree outfit? Is the more
no.
important question.
Okay, let's talk about that. Here's what I'm bugged about the Overwatch skins because they turn those skins off after the Olympics are done.
Actually, yeah, they do.
Like
Oh, so you
getting
can't
them,
permanently
Isn't it
keep?
Yeah,
getting
isn't
that
it?
you can if you get them, you have them permanently.
Oh.
But you cannot. And
You can't earn
do
them
that in World
after
of
the
Warcraft a
Olympics
lot,
is
too.
over.
after the Olympics is over,
Yeah,
I
they
can't
take
get
'em
the.
I actually kind of like that.
No.
Because you've got to do it now, and when you have it, you're unique.
But here's the deal:
You can't get it.
you can't purchase them. You can only get them through RNG through the packs, and you can get duplicates.
Oh, so it's not like you have to unlock achievements to get these.
No,
it's a random.
It's
loot
Destiny all over trying to get the Galahorn.
Now,
I
are
kind of
you
like that though. I like
you-
that. It's a
You
lottery.
only-
It's
you
a
only
lottery.
have 2 weeks, and you can just pay for
Now, here's,
50 loot
here's the
crates.
question:
Oh,
on the last day of the
So
month,
see why it's
on-
Okay, I don't like that.
Yeah.
on the last day of the month, if you still don't have, are you going to drop $20 to get
no.
maybe 10 crates?
No, I'm not because of the principle. I am a cheapwad when it comes to getting these skins.
Hey, surprisingly, I've actually gotten really lucky in Overwatch. I don't think they have my IP address like the rest of the games do, but everything I've wanted in that game, I've gotten within 2 or 3 loot
Shut
crates. No, like no,
I don't want to talk to you.
This is the only game where
No,
the
you-
only thing
you know what?
wanted
You can leave.
No, the only thing I wanted in that game was that alliance symbol that you can get for your character tag.
Yeah.
And I got it. And I was like, wow, that worked out
I
really
got the
good for me.
Hearthstone one. That was
Yeah.
true. But yeah, I've had really bad luck with loot crates and
Well, what's hard is you only get 1 loot crate per level.
per level. So
Yeah.
imagine how long it takes to level. And the early levels, David, when you're level 6, you actually increase very fast.
Yes, I do.
You go fast. When
I
you're
think
like,
I'm 9 now. FYI.
I'm sorry. I'm still single
Give
digits.
me credit where credit is due. Okay.
But like when you're ranked like 50 or level 51 or whatever it is, it takes forever. I only have 2 weeks to get this.
Till the 29th, right?
Yeah, I was disappointed. I'm a little bummed about that. Because the only way I can get it is to throw down $50 and there's a chance I'm not going to get it.
Sure.
And
But,
waste
but
$50.
Blizzard goes golfing off my hard-earned cash. You know?
I can appreciate that.
But I like to support a developer, and I do whenever a expansion comes out, like in Hearthstone. I purchase the expansion.
Sure.
But I'm also a cheapwad in Hearthstone, where I hoard my gold coins. I do the dailies all the time, just to get more packs when the new expansion comes out.
Sure.
So I don't have to spend money on anything.
On the packs, yeah.
Except I will throw down to buy the expansion because I like supporting
Blizzard,
developers, but-
buckle up though, because Blizzard does that a lot. Like right now in World of Warcraft, there's certain achievements you can only get for the 2 weeks before the new
Achievements
expansion
are one
launches.
thing. An American flag McCree
Yeah, that
with
is
an American
pretty good.
flag gun.
But they do like different events like that where you can only get certain items during that event. You know,
I'm a
So it's-
cowboy at heart, man.
What else? Anything else you got to play?
So I was out of town with limited internet access for the majority of the week up to this point. So I just played. I actually brought my new laptop and played Steam games.
Oh,
Nice.
very
Played
nice.
some FTL. Played some Castle Crashers.
Very nice.
I've been playing a lot of offline games.
I like that. I can appreciate that.
Yeah, I just updated my Steam library to have pretty much download every game I own, so so I can play anywhere on my laptop. It's
Very
great.
nice.
That whole like upset that I don't have internet is a lot calmer
Is
now
nullified a little bit.
because now I can just throw that laptop on my lap and just enjoy myself.
Nice.
Yeah.
And with that ends our. That's the end. We've made it to the end of another show, another week, another glorious positive gaming podcast. McSpicy, where can people reach you, and what will you be up to?
go ahead and reach me on Twitter. That's the best place.
His phone number, 801-323-1765. 801-323-1765. Call him now.
Whoever's number that's going to be, they're going to hate you. That's funny. Anyways, at Mr. McSpicy on Twitter, you can find me there. And don't tell me that Brink sucks or Brink's great, because Brink sucks. Okay. Sorry. What was I talking about? I'm going to be playing Hearthstone because the new expansion comes out tomorrow. I will download it, and I want to get Legend.
One night in Karazhan.
Yes. So, and I'll be playing Overwatch, and I'll be playing. I'm looking at my games.
There's
so many. I want to play We Happy Few some more. I want to play Tom Clancy. I want to play Red Dead Redemption. I want to play Resident Evil 5. Far Cry Primal. I want to go back to Mortal Kombat. This is what I want to do. Trials. I want to do all this stuff.
Wow.
It's too much.
Too much.
My list. Look at my list, man. Oh.
Jordan, how about you?
So since we have the extra couple days this week because of the timing of our podcast,
Sure.
It's going to be hard because I'm going to be on the computer a lot. But I'm going to try and beat Batman Arkham Knight this next week, and then I'm going to do a little Battleborn.
Okay.
And then I'll probably mostly be on the computer.
World of Warcraft expansion, right?
I gotta get ready.
How?
I actually flew over Karazhan
Oh.
this morning. Had
to fly there on his way to work.
Yeah.
Did you see Medivh?
No, he's dead.
Hey, how is he throwing a party then?
That guy's one crazy guy.
I am XoneBros
No, I think he's
everywhere. Check me out on Instagram. They just added that new Snapchat-like feature where you can post a video for 24 hours. Let me tell you, my videos are a good time. I posted a good morning video. All it was me opening the curtains to my house in the morning, and it said "Good morning." That's
morning.
the kind of entertainment and value you get when you follow me on
yesterday
Instagram.
that you tweeted out "Good night."
I did tweet out "Good night."
I tweeted back.
Yeah, I saw it, and you tweeted back, haha.
I didn't see that.
Good night.
Yeah.
Yeah, David tweeted out "Good night, world," and it reminded me of the Lost Boy from.
And basically, I'm advertising when everyone can come rob me.
No, it did. It reminded me when I saw that tweet. The first thing I saw
Good night, world.
Yeah, the first thing I thought of was
I'm gonna like that.
the
There you
Lost
go.
Boy from Hook when he goes "Good night, Neverland." That's the first thing.
Run home, Jack.
Don't forget, congratulations to our latest Patreon RNG drop winner,
You ever see American
Young Providence.
the American Tell Feifel?
Oh, 5 Goes West.
Yeah, not Feifel Goes West. The first one,
Oh, no.
where that's like when you both were looking out at the stars at different locations, just singing to each other good night.
But we didn't know we were singing. Nice. Yeah, Young Providence, congratulations. Everybody else, if you want a chance to win next month's game, next month's drop, Fallout 4, Far Cry Primal, or Skyrim Special Edition, make sure to head over and support us on Patreon. There are some people... we are changing, by the way. We saw a couple tweets on this week, McSpicy. We are going to change. So typically... Patreon charges your card at the end of the month, so usually you have to wait a month before you're eligible for the drawing. We're changing the settings so that it charges your card immediately. So once you sign up, you are eligible for that month's drawing.
Yeah.
So if you sign up today, you're eligible for the drawing today. Nice. So that's
New Patreon feature. We would have had this a while ago.
Yeah, they just added it, so we're going to be moving to that as well. If you are on Patreon, there are a couple cards that have expired. Please go and make sure that your cards, if you want to continue to support us and be eligible for these drawings, make sure that your cards are not expired. There are a few expired. I think Jordan's is expired.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, that one's. Yeah, that one.
I will probably just delete you.
No, I'll update that.
That's funny.
Yeah, that one's. Oh.
And with that, everybody have fun. Watch the Olympics. That has been a blast. I believe the U.S. is rocking the rest. 1,000 gold medals we hit lifetime.
Oh,
In just Rio.
I know.
Michael Phelps, if he was his own country, would be the 30th most gold medals country.
How many does he have now? 24? He had a great race last night.
You should see
Fun
how many
race to watch.
DUIs he has too.
Yeah.
When you have them
I'm
many
just
gold
kidding. That was
medals.
low.
We'll see you guys next week.